What is up, guys? Halloween Hunters here. Today we got a little project. I just picked up on OfferUp a steel box is really messed up and he needs some work. But we got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface Gemmy life-size animatronic. Probably one of the coolest life sizes they ever made. Unfortunately, the box is destroyed, so I'll probably have to just make a new box and try to keep the labels. Some other things wrong with him. His arm is Jesus. His arm is dislocated here. I'm gonna try to fix that. Chainsaw, the chain is broken. If I can pull it through, it's broken. It came apart, and his head's broken. Here's his head, which is in great shape. Problem is, it snapped off, and the wires came out. So we're gonna have to do some electrical work and some plastic repair. I think it's strong enough to repair. And we somehow have to fix the chain. Picked up a couple other things too. Some blow molds. Got Reagan. I haven't even tested this one yet. And some other goodies. We have a bunch of their Reagans. Cameron has like 3 of those. But I finally got a Texas Chainsaw with, I guess you could say, the box. Not a very good condition box, but I'm going to try to save the artwork and I'll make a new box. It's better than nothing. And so let's get to work and see how we're going to fix this. So here we see it's pretty yellowed, which means it was baking in a garage or in the sun or something for a while, and that's why it broke. We're not going to replace the spring loader, which is still here. He kept it. But as you see, the plastic lines up pretty good. The hardest part of this is going to be rewiring these wires to the motor for the eyes, because his eyes move. Now the head motor does work. I tested that. So his head will move left and right. The chainsaw works, but has a broken chain. And his arms are not moving up and down yet. I think I need to reposition them. And we'll see. So this is going to be the hard part, is before I can mount this piece, I have to wire these 2 wires here to that little motor that's way in there. And these heads don't come apart. So I'm gonna just have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to get some needle nose, hold the wire in there and reach my soldering iron in there and just get it enough to where it goes on. And another thing is I can't tell which wire goes where. There's 2 points. I don't know if it matters. It should matter. I'm pretty sure one of these is negative, one's positive. But they didn't rip off. They're still good. So they just popped off. They didn't rip. Just strange. So, and I can't reach my hand in here. This piece of plastic is held in with staples, and I don't really want to take them out. So I'm going to try to reach my soldering iron in there and dab these on, and we'll test it. Oh man. Alright guys, you don't even know how hard it was to do this, but I finally got them wired down in there. The solder that was on the motor did not want to melt. So it's connected now. Thing is, I don't know which part of the motor is positive or negative, so we took a chance and I hope I got it right on the first try. It's a half, 50-50 chance. So now let's plug this in and see if his eyes move. Okay, so here it is. We are going to try to, without breaking it, put the head on. I'm gonna have to hold the head and just hope that this is plugged in enough. Now I'm gonna push the button, see if his eyes move. Shit. Looks like his eyes are not moving. Which means I gotta rewire it again. Okay, so I switched the wires on the motor. Hopefully it works. This is round 2 with the new wire change. His eyes still are not working though. Sweet. Well guys, this sucks. I think the motor might be bad, or it's another problem because I tried wiring it both ways. Both ways does not work. His eyes are not moving. So we're gonna have to figure something else out. Well guys, can't get the eyes working, so I decided just to fix the plastic. So I just use my soldering iron and melt the plastic back together. It's a really good technique. It's better than using super glue, better than using hot glue. It's on there nice and strong. You just melt where it's cracked, melt the plastics back together. Normally I use my dirty soldering iron, but this one was already hot, so I just use this one. So that's fixed for the most part. It'll probably be fixed better later when me and Cameron can get all of our Texas chainsaws together and make a couple good ones out of them. So now moving on to the arm, which is broken. That piece is broken. It's supposed to be like that. There's a piece stuck in there, it's broken. See if I could pull back the okay, see? That one looks like it was already hot glued at one point into there. The other one broke off, so that's not good. So let's see if I can maybe pull back some of the foam and try to fix that. Alrighty, I popped off this piece. You have to take off the little locking piece right here. That goes, that wraps around right there to get it off of his arm. What we're gonna do is this piece goes here. As you see, it's broken. It's been re-glued multiple times. So we're gonna pop these screws out. We're going to reinforce these, and we're gonna put some long screws because that's all just plastic. You know, there's nothing crazy here. And we're gonna put some long screws to go all the way through, and hopefully that secures it better. But we gotta get these screws out first. Alrighty, so now we got some longer screws shoved in there. Not as good as I would like to be honest. But it's good for now to test to see if we can get the chainsaw to go up and down. So now let's get that arm back in, which has no clothes on it anymore. It just shoves in there like that. Get our pin and slide it all in there. Okay, so what is not wrong with this Jimmy is a better question to ask than what's wrong with it. So this is on, it's not perfect because the plastic's cracked. I would like to fix that better later. His head does move left and right. All the sounds work. Chainsaw motor works, but the chain's broken. Now I'm coming over to this motor, which is the coolest one. It's the one where he lifts the chainsaw up. And this one kind of works. It's like it's out of sync. like it gets stuck. Let's see. Like it needs help. And then if we go into his arm that this connects to, you can see here it's broken. This poor Jimmy. Poor Jimmy. So there's the pivot. And that goes right there. Like that. So with the chainsaw, give that motion. Okay, that is, man, I don't even know how we could fix this. We would have to maybe drill a new hole a little closer up for this pin to go through. We could try that. Okay, so I found the broken piece. Problem is, even if I soldered the plastic together, I don't think it's gonna be strong enough to lift the chainsaw. So I think I'm gonna just drill my own hole a little higher up and then mount this. It'll just be a little higher, but I don't think it'll be a big deal. Okay, y'all. Let's see what happens. Man. This is no good. Let me put his hands back on. Alrighty guys, so here is our day repair. It took me a couple hours and it doesn't work 100% yet. Still needs some stuff. Needs a new chain because this chain is broken. So I gotta get a new chain. I could steal it off another electric chainsaw similar to this. Should work. We repaired his arm, but the motor is not strong enough. The motor's a little busted, doesn't want to lift the arm very much. We fixed this arm, that's nice and sturdy now. We repaired his eyes, wiring, but the motor doesn't work. And we repaired his base. Let me show you. By melting the plastic together, but we also put nails. So what you do is you lay down the nail where you want, and then you melt it. So there's like, you can see a nail melted right there. We put some at 45-degree angles and melted them, so it's nice and strong. No clip, but you know, that's okay. And then just push them down on there. And here we go. You're gonna hear some motors crinking. That's where it's broken right here. Maybe I could staple it back together or something. I don't know, something better than just this little tie. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Gonna still repair the box, but not a bad day. We got this for a steal of a price on OfferUp, and we were able to repair it for the most part. Now it looks pretty good. And it's not like you're running this all the time. Most of the time it's just in your house as a static prop until you turn it on. So it'll be perfect for my movie theater room in the future, just to put next to the poster. And a super rare one. Got it for a great price and got it back together, and hopefully soon we can get it working 100%. So that's gonna do it for this video. And I'll catch you guys next time with more Halloween hunts, more Halloween prop finds and repairs, because we do everything Halloween out here. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch y'all next time.